Okay, I'm going to show this first part of how to change the oil in a 2018 Ford Edge Sport with a 2.7 liter Ecoboost. We just bought this car used and it's got 11,000 miles on it, and I want to change the oil and put in the Amsoil 5W30 Signature Series Synthetic with a K&N PS70 37 oil filter. I've never done this before, so this will be part one as I take the filter housing off and drain the oil, and just show you how I do it. And also we'll put in the new drain plug and everything. That'll probably be in part two, because I like to let the oil drain for quite a while, and then we'll come back and show you how I'll do the fill. So this is what I have. I've got the oil, obviously, the oil filter. These are the gaskets that come with the oil filter, and then this is the new drain plug. I got this little removal tool to get the gaskets off of the filter housing, and then I have a 27 millimeter socket that I picked up at AutoZone the other day. It's a 1/2 inch drive, so I had a little conversion to my 3/8 drive, a small extension, and then this ratchet. So let's go to town. We'll start with the filter first. So up here, got a JLT catch can installed, and put that on the other day. It's one of the simplest modifications to do to your vehicle. It really helps with catching the oil off of the PCV. So got that in, and now I want to get the oil filter housing removed. As you can see, it's right there. Right here. So let's get this off. That's not on too tight. You can see where that is. Alright, that's pretty loose right there, so I can get it with my hand now. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so that came off. The filter doesn't look like it was pushed all the way on there. Let me get a rag here. So the dealer had changed the oil about 500 miles ago. I just didn't want to, I don't know what they put in it. I wanted to get the super synthetic in it. So That's why I'm doing this after only 500 miles. So let's see what this looks like here. You can see down in there. Trying to get the light just right. Alright, that's what she looks like. Okay, let's go underneath. Well, let me see if I can suck up any of this oil in here. Just a little bit in there. Okay. So I've heard nightmares about draining the oil, how quickly it comes out. So yeah, so let me back up a little bit. So I got the vehicle up on ramps, just these little ramps to get them a few feet off the, or a few inches off the ground, and yeah, just gives you a little bit more clearance underneath. A lot easier to do that. So I'll be honest with you, I have not looked under here to see how this comes off. But I got a big pan, and yeah, so there's the oil pan here, and there's the drain. So let's see. I say you just turn this 120 degrees, and the oil will come out. So let's see. We can do this. And show you guys how this is done. So right they say you're supposed to be able to do this with your hand. I can't move it with my hand. So let me try a different angle. Wow. There we go. Okay. Got it turned. So let me grab this camera here and show you this angle here. It's not easy to turn with your hand, but I was able to do it. So let's take it out and see what happens. It's supposed to be 6 quarts. So yeah, big drain pan is needed. And you can see how quickly that drains. Wow. That didn't take long. So I'm going to let this sit. And so yeah, we'll let that drain. And you can see my hand. Probably should have wore a glove, but it's not too much. I think I'll be able to reuse this plug, but we'll see. We'll see. It was I think $11.85 on. Got it off of eBay, or the new one. So yeah, that's basically, I guess, how it works. So get the filter off first. You can turn this plug with your hand. It takes a little leverage, so you got, got to get the right leverage. But yeah. Okay. Let's come over here while that drains. Just got a shop towel wiping off my hand and the drain plug. So what we've got is this is the drain plug, and there's a filter housing. Kind of let that drain out a little bit. And then yeah, we'll show the I'll let this drain, and you can see there's a couple gaskets here, and there's one on the tip there. Let's see if I can get those off with this tool. Some people say I have to cut these things off, but the old screwdriver will work. Got to be real careful. This is plastic. I don't want to break that. Nor do I want you all to break yours. That's the two big ones. This kind of wiggles around. I guess that's okay. Let's see if I can get this little one off. Some people say you gotta cut it, but I tell you what, it's not wanting to go over the top there very easily. There it goes. Okay. drop the camera. So yeah, that Alright, so I'm going to stop the camera now, stop this part one, and we'll let this drain, the oil drain, and we'll come back and show part two, putting all this back together and getting it ready for firing it up. So again, this is a 2018 Ford Edge Sport 2.7 liter Ecoboost oil change.